Imagine you are standing at the edge of a great, silent river in the middle of a dense forest. The sun has already dipped below the horizon, and the air is turning a soft, cool shade of indigo. In your hands, you are holding a heavy, ornate wooden box. This box is filled with every moment of your day. It contains the sharp words someone spoke to you, the mistakes you think you made, the worries you have about your bank account, and the heavy expectations you have placed upon your own shoulders. You have been carrying this box for hours, and your arms are shaking with the effort. Your muscles are screaming for relief. You want to lie down and rest, but you feel that if you let go of the box, the contents will be lost forever, or worse, they will haunt you in the dark. This is how most of us approach the sanctuary of sleep. We arrive at the edge of the night with our hands full of the day. We try to climb into bed while still gripping our problems, our identities, and our fears. We wonder why we cannot find peace, yet we refuse to open our hands. Tonight, we are standing together at the bank of that river. The water is flowing toward a vast, dark ocean of dreams. It is a river of letting go. I want you to look at that box in your hands. I want you to feel the weight of it. And then, I want you to realize a profound truth. The box is already open. The events inside have already passed. They are shadows. They are smoke. The only thing making them heavy is your grip. To find deep peace and sleep with a clear heart, we must master the art of radical detachment. In Buddhist wisdom, letting go is not an act of loss. It is an act of return. It is the realization that you were born with empty hands and you will leave with empty hands. Everything in between is a loan from the universe. Tonight, we are going to return the day to the universe. We are going to explore the logic of the uncarved block and the silence of the empty boat. This is your time to be nobody. This is your time to have nothing. This is your time to be perfectly, beautifully empty. Let us begin the process of unburdening. Let us wash away the gray residue of the past and step into the pure energy of the now. Before we go further into the stories of the masters, let us check the state of your physical vessel. Your body is the temple where this wisdom lives. But often, the temple is filled with the clutter of tension. Focus your awareness on your hands. Are they making fists? Are they gripping the covers as if they are afraid of falling? Imagine a warm, golden light flowing into your palms. As this light touches your fingers, they begin to uncurl. They become soft and open. Your hands are no longer tools of doing. They are vessels of being. Feel the relief move from your wrists into your forearms and up into your shoulders. Your shoulders are the place where you carry the world. Imagine the weight of your responsibilities as a heavy cloak. Reach up in your mind. Unfasten the silver clasp at your throat and let the cloak slide off your back. It falls to the floor with a heavy thud, but you don't look back. You are lighter now. You are free. There is a famous Zen parable about a scholarly man who went to visit a wise master to learn about the path of peace. The scholar was full of his own ideas, his own theories, and his own importance. He talked and talked, explaining everything he already knew. The master listened in silence and began to pour the scholar a cup of tea. He filled the cup to the brim, but he didn't stop. He kept pouring. The tea overflowed the cup, spilled onto the saucer, and then onto the scholar's lap. Stop. The scholar cried. The cup is overfull. No more will go in. The master looked at him and said, like this cup, you are full of your own opinions and speculations. How can I show you the way of peace unless you first empty your cup? This is the first lesson of the night. You cannot find deep calm if your cup is already full of the day. You are lying in bed right now, but your mind is overflowing with the tea of your worries and your past. You are trying to add the wisdom of peace on top of a mind that has no room for it. Tonight, we are going to tilt the cup. We are going to pour out the cold, bitter tea of today. I am worried about my job. Pour it out. I am angry at my friend. Pour it out. I am disappointed in myself. Pour it out. Empty the cup until there is nothing left but the white porcelain of your original nature. Emptiness is not a lack of value. It is the presence of potential. Only an empty cup can be filled with the fresh, clear water of a new beginning. Be empty tonight. Be the vessel that waits for the silence. We often confuse letting go with giving up. In the modern world, giving up is seen as a failure. But in Buddhist wisdom, letting go is the highest form of success. It is the recognition that you cannot control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. Imagine you are holding a rope, and at the other end of the rope is a wild, angry bull. The bull is pulling you, dragging you through the mud, and making you exhausted. You think that if you just pull harder, you will eventually tame the bull. But you are exhausted. Your hands are bleeding. Your heart is pounding. The wise person doesn't pull harder. The wise person simply lets go of the rope. The moment you drop the rope, the bull is still there, but it is no longer your problem. It wanders off into the field. You are left standing in the silence, looking at your empty hands. You are no longer being dragged. You are no longer in a fight. The bull is your past. The bull is the expectation of others. The bull is the fear of tomorrow. Drop the rope. You don't have to win the fight tonight. You just have to stop participating in it. The peace you seek is waiting on the other side of that release. Let us explore the concept of anatta, or impermanence. The Buddha taught that the root of all human suffering is our attempt to hold on to things that are naturally flowing away. We want the summer to last forever. We want our youth to stay. We want our happy moments to be permanent. But life is a river, not a lake. If you try to grab a handful of water from a flowing river, the water doesn't stay. It only becomes stagnant in your hand, or it leaks through your fingers. If you want to experience the beauty of the river, you must let it flow. Look at the events of your day through the lens of impermanence. That argument you had, it is already a ghost. That mistake you made, it is already dissolved into the ether of time. In the time it takes you to take one breath, 1,000,000 cells in your body have died and been replaced. You are literally not the same person who started this day. So why are you carrying the problems of a person who no longer exists? Let the day flow past you like water over a smooth stone. The stone doesn't try to catch the water. It stays still and lets the water wash it clean. Tonight, be the stone. Let the river of time wash away the dust of your worries. You don't have to save anything. You don't have to record anything. Just be here, in the cool, clear current of the now. There is a powerful Zen story about a master and a thief. The master lived in a simple hut with almost no possessions. One night, a thief broke in and was disappointed to find nothing worth stealing. The master, sensing the man's frustration, took off his only robe and handed it to the thief. "You have come a long way," the master said. "Please, take this as a gift." The thief, confused and a little frightened, took the robe and ran out into the night. The master sat naked by the window, watching the moon. He sighed and said, "Poor fellow. I wish I could have given him this beautiful moon." This story contains the secret of radical detachment. The master was at peace because he realized that the things he truly possessed, the moonlight, the silence, the breath in his lungs, could never be stolen. And the things that could be stolen, the robe, the hut, the reputation, were not truly him. What are you afraid of losing tonight? Are you afraid of losing your status, your comfort, your image? These are all robes. They are external layers. Beneath the robes, there is the moon. Your inner peace is the moon. It is always there, whether you are wearing a silk robe or nothing at all. Tonight, give the thief of worry everything it wants. Give it your plans. Give it your fears. Let it take them all away. You don't need them. You are left with the moon. You are left with the infinite, indestructible beauty of your own awareness. Consider the mirror of the soul. A mirror is a perfect example of non-attachment. If a beautiful flower is placed in front of a mirror, the mirror reflects the flower perfectly. It doesn't try to keep the reflection. It doesn't say, "I want this flower to stay forever." When the flower is moved, the mirror is immediately empty and ready to reflect whatever comes next. If an ugly, decaying object is placed in front of the mirror reflects it without judgment. It doesn't get disgusted. It doesn't try to push the image away. And when the object is gone, the mirror is once again clean and untouched. Most of us are like sponges, not mirrors. We absorb the world. If someone is rude to us, we soak up their rudeness and carry it around for days. If we see something sad, we soak up the sadness and let it weigh us down. Tonight, I want you to practice being a mirror. Look at the reflections of your day. See the faces, the tasks, the stresses. Acknowledge them. Yes, that happened. Yes, that was difficult. And then, let the image move out of the frame. Do not absorb the residue. Stay clear. Stay cool. Your mind is the glass. It is inherently bright and pure. The images are just passing shadows. They cannot scratch the surface of who you really are. Be the mirror. Reflect the darkness of the night, and in that reflection, find the light of the stars. Let us return to the empty boat. Imagine you are rowing across a foggy lake at dawn. Suddenly, you see another boat coming straight toward you. It crashes into your skiff, nearly tipping you over. You are filled with rage. You stand up and prepare to shout at the person who was so careless. But as the fog clears, you see that the boat is empty. It has simply drifted away from its dock. In that instant, your anger disappears. Why? Because there is no target for it. You cannot be angry at an empty boat. You simply push it away and keep rowing. Most of the people who hurt you or disrespected you today were empty boats. They were not acting out of a conscious desire to harm you. They were being pushed by the winds of their own pain, their own trauma, and their own unconsciousness. They are not steering their lives. They are drifting in a fog. When you realize that the world is full of empty boats, you stop taking things personally. You stop feeling like a victim. You see the collision, you adjust your course, and you remain at peace. Tonight, forgive the empty boats of your day. They didn't know where they were going, and you don't have to let their drift ruin your direction. Push them away gently and return to the silence of your own journey. We hold so much tension in the micro muscles of our faces. We clench our eyes to see the future. We tighten our brows to solve the past. Let us do a somatic clearing of the face. Visualize a soft, cool mist of lavender and moonlight spraying over your forehead. Feel the skin becoming smooth, like a calm lake at midnight. Let the eyebrows move apart. Let the tiny muscles around the ears relax. These muscles are often tight because we are listening for danger. Tell them the danger is gone. The night is a shield. Now, move to the jaw. This is the place where we hold our self-defense. It is the place where we clench our teeth against the world. Imagine your jaw is made of warm, soft wax. Feel it melting. Feel the tongue falling away from the roof of the mouth. This physical release is a direct signal to your brain. I am safe. I am not under attack. I can let down my guard. When the jaw is soft, the mind follows. You are no longer bracing for a fight. You are opening for a dream. In Buddhist psychology, there is a concept called prapanka, which refers to the way our minds proliferate thoughts. We take one small thing and build a mountain out of it. I made a mistake at work. The fact, my boss will be mad. The proliferation. I might lose my job. The escalation. I won't be able to pay my rent. The catastrophe. I will end up alone and a failure. The final delusion. We take a single grain of sand and turn it into a desert that we have to cross. This is why we can't sleep. We are exhausted from crossing deserts that don't even exist. Tonight, I want you to practice cutting the thread. When a thought appears, look at the very first link. I made a mistake. Stop there. Do not follow the thread into the dark forest of what if. Acknowledge the grain of sand and then let it drop. You do not have to solve the desert tonight. You only have to be here. In the cool oasis of your bed, the future is a ghost. It has no power to hurt you unless you give it your attention. Withdraw your attention. Bring it back to the rise and fall of your chest. The breath is the only truth you need right now. Think of your life as a great, beautiful house. During the day, you have many guests. Some guests are welcome, like joy and productivity. Some guests are uninvited, like stress and criticism. They wander through your rooms, moving the furniture, leaving the lights on, and making noise. By the end of the day, your house feels messy and crowded. Now, it is evening. It is time to be a gracious host and ask everyone to leave. Go to the front door of your mind. Open it wide. Thank you for coming. Work. You can go now. Thank you for the lesson. Worry. Your time is up. Thank you for the memory. Regret. Goodbye. Watch them walk down the path and disappear into the trees. Now, walk through your house and turn off the lights. One by one. Asterisk click. Asterisk the light of the past goes dark. Asterisk click. Asterisk the light of the future goes dark. Asterisk click. Asterisk the light of your public image goes dark. Now, you are in the center of the house. It is quiet. It is dark. It is cool. You are the only one left. You are home. Rest in the silence of an empty house. There is nothing to fix. There is nothing to clean. The house is perfect exactly as it is. There is a Zen teaching that says, if you want to attain the way, do not keep anything in your mind. This sounds like an impossible task, but it is actually a description of your natural state. Your mind is like a clear, blue sky. Clouds pass through it, clouds of anger, clouds of desire, clouds of boredom. But the sky doesn't keep the clouds. It doesn't hold onto them. If the sky held onto the clouds, it would eventually become solid and heavy. The sky stays the sky because it lets everything move through it. Tonight, be the sky. A thought of your bank account comes. Let it be a small, white cloud. Watch it float from the left side of your awareness to the right. Do not grab it. Do not try to keep it. A memory of an old flame comes. Let it be a wispy, gray cloud. Watch it drift away. You are the vastness. You are the space. You are not the clouds. The more you let go, the more you realize that you are unharmed by the weather of your life. The storm can rage, but the sky is always at peace. The sun can blaze, but the sky is always cool. You are the eternal background of your own existence. Let us consider the burden of being someone. All day long, you have to be someone. You have to be a professional, a parent, a spouse, a friend. You have to maintain an image. You have to defend your opinions. You have to be consistent. This is a massive amount of work. It is like wearing a heavy, elaborate costume every single day. Sleep is the time to take off the costume. Tonight, I give you permission to be no one. You don't have to be successful. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to be good. You can be a formless, nameless awareness. Imagine your name is written in the sand at the water's edge. A wave of darkness comes and washes it away. You have no name. You have no age. You have no history. How light it feels to be nobody. There is no one to protect. There is no one to judge. You are just a point of light in the infinite dark. Return to the source. Return to the state you were in before the world told you who you were. In that state, there is no stress. In that state, there is only peace. We often feel a sense of unfinishedness at the end of the day. We feel that we shouldn't sleep until everything is done. But in the universe, nothing is ever truly done. The trees are still growing. The stars are still burning. The river is still flowing. Life is a continuous process. There is a Zen concept called wabi-sabi, which is the beauty of the incomplete, the imperfect, and the transient. Your day was incomplete. It was imperfect. And that is exactly how it should be. Think of your day as a piece of pottery that has a crack in it. Instead of trying to hide the crack, imagine filling it with gold. This is the art of kintsugi. The crack is not a failure. It is a part of the history of the object. It makes it more beautiful. Forgive your day for being unfinished. Forgive yourself for being imperfect. The painting is not finished, but the artist must sleep. The book is not finished, but the reader must rest. The work of being human is never done. But for tonight, the shift is over. Clock out. Leave the tools on the bench. The universe will take care of the rest while you are away. Let us explore the sovereignty of the breath. All day, you have been trying to control things. You have been trying to steer the car, the conversation, and the future. But there is one thing that has been happening perfectly without your control: your breath. Your breath is a direct link to the wisdom of the universe. It knows exactly how much oxygen you need. It knows exactly when to inhale and when to exhale. It doesn't ask for your opinion. It doesn't wait for your permission. Tonight, I want you to surrender to the breath. Stop doing the breathing. Let the breath do you. Feel the cool air enter your nostrils. It is a gift from the trees. Feel the warm air leave your body. It is a gift to the world. You are part of a great, rhythmic exchange. You are not an isolated island. You are a lung in the body of the universe. As you breathe in, say to yourself, I accept this moment. As you breathe out, say to yourself, I release the past. And acceptance, out, release. This is the heartbeat of peace. This is the drum of sleep. Think about the noise of others. Throughout the day, we are bombarded by the frequencies of other people, their moods, their demands, their digital pings. We carry their noise in our heads long after they are gone. Imagine you are a radio. All day, you have been tuned to 100 different stations. The result is static. Tonight, we are going to change the frequency. Reach for the dial in your heart. Slowly, turn it away from the station of other people's opinions. Turn it away from the station of social comparison. Turn it away from the station of news and noise. Tune it to the station of deep silence. It is a frequency that is always there, underneath the static. It is a steady, low hum. The hum of the earth, the hum of the galaxies. When you find this frequency, the noise of the day simply vanishes. It can't survive in this deep, resonant space. Stay on the station. Let the silence fill your ears like warm water. There is a Zen teaching that says, sitting quietly, doing nothing, spring comes, and the grass grows by itself. This is a radical concept for our busy world. We think that if we don't do something, the grass won't grow. We think that if we don't manage our lives, they will fall apart. But spring comes whether you help it or not. The sun rises whether you are awake to see it or not. Your body heals whether you think about it or not. Tonight, practice radical non-doing. For the next few hours, you are not responsible for the grass. You are not responsible for the spring. You are not responsible for the future. Just sit quietly or lie quietly. Do nothing. Trust that life will take care of the lifing. You are a guest at the feast of existence. The food is being served. The music is playing. You don't have to be the cook. You don't have to be the conductor. Just be the guest. We often hold a spiritual grudge against ourselves. We replay our mistakes like a movie that never ends. I should have been kinder. I should have worked harder. I should have known better. This shit is a heavy stone. Imagine you are a judge in a courtroom. You have been presiding over your own trial all day. You have been the prosecutor, the witness, and the defendant. Now, I want you to be the judge. Pick up the gavel. Bang it on the table. Case dismissed. Evidence insufficient. The trial is over. Walk out of the courtroom. Leave the robes and the laws behind. Step out into the cool, dark night air. The prisoner is free. The judge is retired. There is no one to punish. There is only a tired human being who needs to sleep. Let us revisit the backpack of stones. Imagine you are standing on a bridge over a deep, dark canyon. Underneath the bridge, a silent river flows. Take off the backpack of your day. Open the flap. Take out the biggest stone, the one that feels like a lead weight in your chest. Look at it one last time. Acknowledge what it is. This is my fear of failure. Now, drop it over the edge of the bridge. Watch it fall, fall, fall. Asterisk splash. Asterisk the river swallows it. The ripples disappear. The stone is gone. Now take out the small, sharp pebbles of the day's annoyances. The traffic, the rude comment, the broken appliance. Throw them all in. Watch them disappear. Empty the backpack until there is nothing left but the soft fabric. Now, throw the backpack in too. You have nothing to carry. You have no load. Your back is straight. Your spirit is light. The bridge is empty. The canyon is silent. Lie down on the bridge and look at the stars. You are unburdened. Think about the golden thread. There is a part of you that has never changed. Think back to when you were 5 years old. Think of that feeling of meanness. Think back to when you were 15. The same meanness, think of yourself 10 years ago. The same meanness, your body has changed. Your thoughts have changed. Your circumstances have changed completely. But the observer, the one who is aware, is the same. This is the golden thread of your existence. It is untouchable. It cannot be stressed. It cannot be sick. It cannot be worried. It is like the light that passes through a stained glass window. The glass may be red, blue, or green. It may be dirty or cracked, but the light itself remains pure, white, and unchanged. Tonight, move your identity from the glass to the light. You are the light. The problems of your life are just colors in the glass. They are beautiful in their own way, but they are not you. You are the eternal radiance that shines through it all. Rest in that radiance. As we reach the conclusion of this first part of our journey, Feel the profound stillness that has settled over your body. Your bones are like heavy timber, sinking into the soft earth. Your mind is like a vast, dark forest where the wind has finally stopped blowing. The leaves are still. The birds are asleep. The silence is absolute. You have done the work. You have emptied the cup. You have dropped the rope. You have forgiven the empty boats. You have uncarved the block. There is nothing left to do but drift. In the heart of this silence, there is a seed of pure energy. It is the energy of life itself. It is the energy that will rebuild your cells, clarify your mind, and refresh your spirit while you are away. Trust the darkness. Trust the silence. Trust the flow. You are being carried. You are being loved. You are being healed. I will be here, holding the light of wisdom as you move deeper into the night. The silence we have cultivated is not a void. It is a presence. It is the vast, dark soil in which the seeds of your tomorrow are beginning to soften. As you lie here, floating in this ocean of non-attachment, you might notice that your mind tries to pull you back to the shore. It is a natural habit. The mind is a storyteller, and it is addicted to the drama of your life. It wants to tell you one more story about why you were right and they were wrong. It wants to show you one more image of what might go wrong next week. It is trying to build a bridge back to the noise. But tonight, we are not builders. We are the river. We let the bridges go. There is a profound Buddhist teaching known as the parable of the poisoned arrow. It is a lesson designed for the person who cannot stop overthinking. The person who believes that they must understand everything before they can be at peace. The Buddha spoke of a man who was wounded by a poisoned arrow. His friends and family rushed to find a doctor, but the man refused to let the doctor remove the arrow. He said, "I will not have this arrow taken out until I know who shot me." Was he tall or short? What village was he from? What kind of wood is the bow made of? What feathers are on the arrow? I must know the exact chemical composition of the poison before I allow you to touch me. The Buddha noted that before the man could answer even a single one of those questions, the poison would reach his heart and he would die. The man's desire for information was the very thing preventing his healing. How many poisoned arrows are you carrying in your spirit right now? You are lying in the dark, trying to figure out why someone was unkind. You are trying to analyze the exact reasons why a plan didn't work out. You are demanding to know the who, what, and why of every discomfort in your life. But while you are searching for answers, the poison of stress is circulating through your nervous system. It is tightening your chest. It is shallowing your breath. It is keeping you from the only thing that actually matters, the removal of the arrow. Tonight, let go of the need to know. You do not need to understand the poison to survive it. You only need to pull the arrow out. The arrow is out. This is your mantra. When a thought of why or how appears, simply say to yourself, the arrow is out. Let the questions fall to the floor. You are choosing your life over your logic. You are choosing your peace over your curiosity. The doctor is here. It is the silence of the night. Let the silence perform its surgery. Let it heal the wounds you don't even have words for yet. Consider the sovereignty of the open hand. Think of a bird that has flown into your room through an open window. The bird is beautiful. Its feathers a shimmer of colors you've never seen. You want to keep the bird. You want to possess its beauty. If you reach out and close your hand around the bird, what happens? You crush it. You kill the very thing you admire. Or, if you keep your hand tightly shut, the bird will struggle and fight until it is exhausted and broken. To truly love the bird, to truly enjoy its beauty, you must keep your hand wide open. The bird may sit on your palm for a moment, or it may fly away immediately. But as long as your hand is open, the bird is free, and you are at peace. Your thoughts and your memories are that bird. All day, you have been trying to catch them. You have been trying to squeeze them, to hold them, to make them stay or make them change. This is the source of your exhaustion. Your hands are tired from gripping. Tonight, open the hand of your mind. Here is a memory of a loss. Let it sit on your open palm. Do not grab it. Here is a hope for the future. Let it rest there. Do not squeeze it. When you have an open hand, nothing can be stolen from you because you are not holding on to anything. You are a platform, not a cage. Feel the muscles in your palms relax. Feel the fingers spread. This is the physical gesture of a soul that has found the secret of Buddhist wisdom. To have everything, you must be willing to let everything go. An open hand is the only hand that can be filled with the infinite peace of the universe. Let us sink our awareness into the solar plexus, the area just above your navel. In the geography of the body, this is the seat of your personal power. This is where we hold our control. When we are stressed, this area becomes a hard knot. It is as if we are trying to brace our core against the world. Imagine a warm, indigo light spinning slowly in this space. With every breath, the indigo light expands, softening the walls of your stomach. Imagine that you are breathing into a large, soft balloon. As the balloon expands, it pushes away the walls of your anxiety. There is a Zen story about a master who was asked, "How do you practice the way?" He replied, "When I am hungry, I eat. When I am tired, I sleep." The student was confused. "But doesn't everyone do that?" The master smiled. "No. When most people eat, they are thinking of 1,000 other things. When they sleep, they are dreaming of 1,000 other tasks. I simply eat when I eat and sleep when I sleep." This is the perfection of presence. The reason we cannot let go of the day is that we are not truly in the night. We are physically in bed, but we are mentally in tomorrow's meeting or yesterday's argument. We are dividing ourselves, and a divided house cannot stand. Tonight, be a whole person. Be the person who is sleeping. If you are lying here, be the one who is lying here. Don't be the one who is preparing to wake up. Don't be the one who is recovering from today. Just be the breather. Be the sleeper. The past has no reality here. The future is a ghost. There is only the cool pillow. There is only the heavy blanket. There is only the rhythm of the heart. Be 100% present in your rest. This is the ultimate act of detachment, detaching from the illusion of elsewhere. There is no elsewhere. There is only here. And here is perfectly safe. As you feel this truth beginning to settle into your bones, you might sense a deep shift in your spirit, a realization that you have finally found a guide who speaks to the person you truly are. This feeling of being understood, of being seen in your quietest moments, is what we strive for in this temple of reflection. If you feel that this wisdom is a light in your darkness, I invite you to subscribe to this channel and join our community of seekers. By doing so, you are not just following a video. You are making a moral commitment to your own inner peace. You are joining a circle of souls who have decided that they are worthy of calm, and that the path of the Buddha is their path home. Let us continue to walk this way together, in the silence and the light. Think about the art of non-reaction. In our world, we are taught that every action requires a reaction. If someone pushes us, we must push back. If someone insults us, we must defend. This creates a chain of kinetic energy that never ends. It is like two people playing catch with a hot coal. As long as you keep catching it and throwing it back, the fire stays alive and your hands stay burned. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to drop the coal. Imagine someone throws a sharp word at you. It is flying through the air toward your heart. Usually, you reach out, catch it, and hold it. You examine the sharpness. You feel the sting. Tonight, I want you to imagine that you are made of mist. The sharp word flies toward you, and it passes right through you. It finds nothing to hit. It finds no solid surface to stick to. It falls to the ground behind you and becomes just another piece of harmless debris. When you are no thing, you cannot be hurt. When you have no ego to defend, the insults of the world have no target. Practice being mist tonight. The opinions of others, let them pass through. The judgments of the past, let them pass through. You are not a wall. You are a space. A wall can be broken. Space cannot. A wall can be spray painted with insults. Space remains pure. Feel the freedom of being unhittable. Let us consider the library of the past. Imagine your mind as a vast, infinite library. Every shelf is filled with books about your life. There are books about your childhood, your triumphs, and your shames. All day, you have been wandering through these aisles, pulling out the heaviest books and reading them over and over. You have been looking for mistakes. You have been looking for clues to why things happen the way they did. Tonight, walk out of the library. Close the heavy oak doors. Hear the click of the lock. The library is closed for the night. The librarian is going to sleep. The books are safe on their shelves. They aren't going anywhere. You don't have to read them tonight to make sure they are still true. They are past events. Their truth is fixed. As you walk away from the library, notice how quiet the air becomes. There are no more words. There are no more stories. There is just the cool, dark night air. You are moving into the wilderness of sleep, where there are no books and no libraries. There is only the wind in the trees and the stars in the sky. Enjoy the wordlessness. The mind loves words, but the soul loves silence. Give the soul what it wants. There is a concept in Zen called mush and asterisk, or no mind. It is often described as the state of a mirror that reflects everything but holds on to nothing. When the bird flies away, the mirror is empty. It doesn't remember the bird. We often think that remembering is a virtue, but at night, remembering is a burden. Tonight, try to have a short memory. Forget what you ate for dinner. Forget what you did this afternoon. Forget the person you were this morning. Each breath is a chance to start over. Inhale, I am new. Exhale, the old is gone. If you can forget yourself completely, you will find that what remains is the Buddha. The Buddha is not a person. It is the state of awake, peaceful awareness that exists when the self gets out of the way. Be a short-memoried Buddha tonight. Don't carry the me into the sleep. The me is too heavy. It has too many requirements. Let the me stay on the nightstand with your watch and your phone. You, the awareness, go into the dream world alone. We hold a great deal of tension in our energetic roots, the feet and the base of the spine. All day, we are standing our ground. We are bracing ourselves against the pressure of life. This creates a tightness in the legs that prevents the energy from flowing down into the earth. Visualize your legs as the roots of a great ancient tree. Feel the energy moving down from your hips, through your knees, and into your feet. Imagine the mattress is soft, dark, cool soil. Your roots are moving deep into the earth. You are being grounded. You are being anchored. The world may be blowing and storming above the ground, but deep in the earth, where your roots are, it is perfectly still. It is warm and stable. Feel the safety of being anchored to something that never moves. The earth is your mother. She is holding you. She is whispering, I have you. You can let go. I will not let you fall. Let your legs become like heavy timber. Let your feet turn into the earth itself. Think about the invisible net. We all live in a net of social expectations. We worry about what our neighbors think, what our parents want, and what our followers expect. This net is made of thousands of tiny threads of should. I should be more successful. I should be more patient. I should be happy. Tonight, I want you to take a pair of golden scissors in your mind and cut the net. Asterisk snip. Asterisk one thread falls away. Asterisk snip dot asterisk another thread. Cut the threads of should until you are lying there completely untethered. You don't owe anyone anything tonight. You don't have to be a good person. You don't have to be a successful person. You can be a useless person. In Zen, there is great praise for the useless tree. Because its wood was twisted and knotty, no carpenter could use it for furniture. Because it was useless, it was never cut down. It grew to be 1,000 years old, providing shade for everyone. Be the useless tree tonight. Be of no value to the marketplace. Be of no use to the world of doing. Just be. In your uselessness, you find your immortality. In your uselessness, you find your peace. There is a story of a monk who was being chased by a tiger. He ran to the edge of a cliff and climbed down a vine to escape. Below him, he saw another tiger waiting to eat him. He was hanging between two deaths. Suddenly, two mice, one white and one black, began to gnaw on the vine he was clinging to. At that moment, the monk saw a beautiful red strawberry growing on the cliffside near him. He reached out, picked the strawberry, and ate it. How sweet it tasted! The white and black mice are day and night, the passing of time that is eating away at our lives. The tigers are the past and the future, the deaths we fear. But the strawberry is the present moment. It is the only thing that is real. Most of us are so worried about the mice and the tigers that we never taste the strawberry. Tonight, find your strawberry. The strawberry is the softness of your pillow. The strawberry is the warmth of your breath. The strawberry is the sound of the silence. Forget the tigers. Forget the mice. Taste the sweetness of right now. This moment is perfect, even if the vine of your life is being gnawed. In the moment of pure presence, there is no fear. There is only the taste of the red fruit. Eat the strawberry and go to sleep. Let us return to the solar plexus. Imagine the indigo light has become a deep, dark pool of water. It is a pool of equanimity. Equanimity is the ability to remain balanced in the middle of a storm. Imagine a storm is raging on the surface of the pool. The wind is whipping the water into white caps. But as you go deeper into the water, just a few feet below the surface, the movement stops. It is quiet. It is cool. The deeper you go, the more silent it becomes. At the very bottom of the pool, there is a layer of soft, ancient sand. Go there. Lie on the bottom of the pool of your own soul. Look up at the surface. You can see the storm happening, but it feels like it is happening to someone else. It has no power to move you. You are the depth. You are the stillness. Let the world have its surface drama. You belong to the deep. We often carry spiritual grudges against the world. We feel that life hasn't been fair. We feel that we have been given too much to bear. This sense of unfairness is a heavy, jagged stone in your backpack. Tonight, let go of the story of your life. The story is just a collection of memories, and memories are notoriously unreliable. They are not the truth. They are just your asterisk version asterisk of the truth. What if you dropped the story? What if you were not the person who was wronged? What if you were not the person who failed? What if you were just the person who is breathing? When you drop the story, you drop the weight. You don't need a history to be happy. You don't need a resume to sleep. Be a blank page. Let the ink of today dry and then turn the page. The next page is white. It is empty. It is waiting. But don't write on it yet. Just enjoy the emptiness of the paper. Think about the concept of enough. We are told by society that we never have enough. We need more money, more likes, more beauty, more productivity. This creates a state of chronic lack. We feel like we are always running toward a finish line that keeps moving. Tonight, declare a ceasefire with the world. Look around your internal landscape and say, this is enough. My breath is enough. This room is enough. My effort today was enough. When you decide that you have enough, you become the richest person in the world. You are no longer a beggar at the door of the future. You are a king in the palace of the present. Rest in your abundance. You have everything you need to sleep. You have air. You have safety. You have awareness. The rest is just decoration. Let us focus on the space between the thoughts. Most people focus on the thoughts themselves, like focusing on the furniture in a room. But the room is the space. Without the space, the furniture couldn't exist. Imagine your mind as a large, dark theater. A thought appears on the screen. It is a scene from your day. Watch it for a second, and then watch the screen go black. Focus on the black screen. The silence of the screen is where the peace lives. Another thought appears. A worry about tomorrow. Watch it, and let it fade. Return to the black screen. The black screen is your original mind. It is vast. It is empty. It is ready for anything. The more you focus on the space between the thoughts, the wider that space becomes. Eventually, the space is so wide that the thoughts are just tiny, distant sparks in a vast night sky. They are not your problem. You are the sky. As the night deepens, notice how your sense of self is beginning to blur. You are no longer a tight knot of identity. You are expanding. You are the sound of the clock. You are the coolness of the air. You are the weight of the gravity. You are the silence of the room. In Buddhism, this is the realization of non-self. You are not a separate island. You are the ocean. The ocean doesn't worry about one single wave. The ocean knows that waves come and go, but the water remains. You are the water. The problems of your name are just waves. They rise. They break. They return to you. You are not the wave. You are the depth. Feel the immense relief of being the ocean. The ocean doesn't have to try to be peaceful. It is peaceful at its core, no matter what is happening on the surface. There is a story of a Zen master who was asked, "What is the most important thing in life?" He replied, "The breath you are taking right now." Why? Because it is the only one you have. The breath you took this morning is gone. The breath you will take tomorrow hasn't arrived. This single inhale, this is your life. This single exhale, this is your release. When you focus entirely on the current breath, the letting go happens automatically. You cannot hold on to a breath. You must release it to get the next one. Life is a series of small deaths and small rebirths. Every exhale is a little death. Every inhale is a little rebirth. Practice dying to the past with every breath. Let the old world go out with the carbon dioxide. Let the new world come in with the oxygen. You are being constantly refreshed. You are being constantly renewed. There is no old you to carry. There is only the new you of this exact second. We often hold tension in the spiritual eye, the space between the eyebrows. This is the place where we concentrate. We are trying to think our way to a better life. Imagine a soft, blue pearl resting on that spot. The pearl is cool. It is heavy. Feel the weight of the blue pearl sinking into your forehead. It is pushing the thinking mind down into the heart. The mind is a good servant, but a terrible master. Tonight, we are moving the master's seat from the head to the heart. The heart doesn't think. The heart knows. The heart knows that you are safe. The heart knows that you are loved. The heart knows that the day is over. Let the blue pearl sink deeper. Your forehead is smooth. Your mind is quiet. The master is in the heart now. Consider the power of the void. In the West, we are often afraid of the void. We think it means nothingness or death. But in Zen, the void is the source of all life. It is like the silence before a great symphony. Without the silence, the music would just be noise. Tonight, embrace the void. It is the dark, fertile womb of your dreams. It is the place where your soul goes to be repaired. Don't try to fill the silence with thoughts. Don't try to fill the dark with images. Let the void be void. It is the most nutritious state you can be in. Drink the silence. Soak in the darkness. You are returning to the state you were in before you were born, a state of perfect, unconditioned peace. There is a story about a king who asked his wise men to find him a ring that would make him happy when he was sad, and sad when he was happy. They brought him a simple gold band with an inscription on the inside. This too shall pass. When you are suffering, remember, this too shall pass. When you are stressed, remember, this too shall pass. When you are in the middle of a beautiful dream, remember, this too shall pass. This is not a depressing thought. It is a liberating one. If everything passes, then nothing can truly bind you. You are a traveler in a hotel. You don't get upset if the curtains are the wrong color, because you know you are only staying for one night. Life is a one-night stay in a hotel. Don't get too attached to the furniture. Don't get too upset by the service. You are leaving in the morning. Enjoy the stay. Sleep in the bed. The hotel belongs to someone else. The problems belong to someone else. You are just a guest. As the second block of our journey comes to a close, feel the immense space you have created in your spirit. You have cleared the forest. You have emptied the cup. You have dropped the robe. You are standing at the threshold of the deep, dark, and beautiful sleep. Your heart is a steady, quiet drum. Your breath is a soft, warm wind. Your mind is a clear, dark mirror. You have been responsible for your peace tonight. You have been wise in your release. You have been humane in your self-forgiveness. There is nothing left to say. There is nothing left to do. Imagine that you are standing on the deck of a great wooden ship in the middle of a vast, dark ocean. The day you just lived is the wake behind you, a long, churning trail of white water stretching back into the mist. You can see the storms you sailed through, the jagged rocks you avoided, and the moments where the wind died and you felt utterly lost. Now, the clock is ticking toward a new horizon. The deep night is the open water ahead, silent, profound, and untouched. But there is a problem. Your ship is sitting dangerously low in the water. It is heavy. It is sluggish. It doesn't respond to the helm. You look into the cargo hold and you see that you are still carrying everything from the previous hours. You are carrying the rusted anchors of old regrets. You are carrying crates of what if and if only. You are carrying the heavy, salt-soaked ropes of arguments that ended long ago. You are trying to sail into the deep peace of the night, but you are bringing the entire weight of the day with you. If you do not lighten the load, this rest will not be a journey. It will be a struggle just to stay afloat. Tonight, we are going to stand together on the deck of your life. We are not here to make loud promises or hollow resolutions. We are here to perform a deep, spiritual inventory. We are going to look at the cargo you are carrying. We are going to recognize which crates are filled with gold and which are filled with lead. And then, with the steady hand of a master mariner and the compassionate heart of the Buddha, we are going to let the heavy things go. You cannot invite pure, positive energy into a space that is already cluttered with the ghosts of yesterday. To find true inner peace, you must first learn the art of emptying the vessel. There is a foundational story that every person seeking deep calm must carry in their heart. It is the story of the Buddha and the gift. One afternoon, the Buddha was teaching a group of followers under a large, shady tree. A man from a neighboring village, who was filled with resentment and anger, approached the Buddha. He began to shout the most vile insults. He called the Buddha a fraud. He insulted his family. He spit on the ground. He tried every possible way to provoke a reaction. The Buddha sat in perfect stillness. His face remained as calm as a mountain lake at dawn. He did not argue. He did not defend his character. He simply listened with a gaze of soft compassion. When the man finally ran out of breath and words, he was confused. He demanded to know why the Buddha did not fight back. The Buddha asked him a question. If you buy a gift for someone and you bring it to them, but that person refuses to accept the gift, to whom does the gift belong? The man replied, well, if they won't take it, I suppose the gift still belongs to me. The Buddha smiled gently and said, exactly. You have brought me a gift of anger and insults. I do not accept your gift. I refuse to take it from your hands. So tell me, who is left holding this anger now? This is the first secret to handling the stress of the day. Disrespect and stress are gifts that you do not have to accept. When the world offers you malice or chaos, it is offering you its own internal poison. If you get angry, if you defend yourself with heat, if you stay awake at night replaying the words, you have accepted the gift. You have taken the poison into your own system. But if you remain still, if you recognize that their words are a reflection of their own suffering and not your worth, you leave the gift in their hands. You remain clean. You remain clear. Tonight, look at the people who have disrespected your time or your peace. See them as people carrying heavy, toxic packages. You do not have to open them. You do not have to take them home. You can simply say to yourself, that belongs to them, and walk away with your peace intact. Consider the metaphor of the mirror and the mud. Imagine someone walks up to a mirror and throws a bucket of thick, black mud directly at its surface. The mud is heavy and dark. But what does the mirror do? Does the mirror get angry? Does the mirror feel insulted? Does the mirror spend the next 3 days wondering why the person threw the mud? No, the mirror simply reflects the mud. It stays perfectly clear beneath the surface. When the mud is washed away, the mirror is exactly as it was before. It did not take the mud personally. It did not allow the mud to change its nature. Most of us are not mirrors. We are like sponges. When someone throws mud at us, we let it soak into our fibers. We let it sit in our hearts, becoming heavy and cold. Tonight, we are here to stop being sponges and start being mirrors. We are here to master the Buddhist art of non-reaction. Think about the art of not reacting. In our world, we are taught that every action requires a reaction. This creates a chain of kinetic energy that never ends. It is like two people playing catch with a hot coal. As long as you keep catching it and throwing it back, the fire stays alive and your hands stay burned. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to drop the coal. Imagine someone throws a sharp word at you. It is flying through the air toward your heart. Usually, you reach out, catch it, and hold it. Tonight, I want you to imagine that you are made of mist. The sharp word flies toward you, and it passes right through you. It finds nothing to hit. It finds no solid surface to stick to. It falls to the ground behind you and becomes just another piece of harmless debris. When you are no thing, you cannot be hurt. When you have no ego to defend, the insults of the world have no target. Feel the freedom of being unhittable. Let us go into a deeper somatic journey of cellular release. Beyond your muscles and your skin, there is a memory stored in the very marrow of your bones. This is the residue of every fight or flight response you have ever had. We are going to vibrate this tension out of your structure. Imagine a low, deep hum beginning at the soles of your feet. It is a golden vibration. Feel it shaking loose the microscopic knots in your toes. Feel it moving into your ankles and shins, dissolving the tension like salt in water. The vibration moves into your knees, into the deep core of your thighs, and into the psoas muscles, the muscles where we store our deepest stress. Feel these muscles finally letting go. They are lengthening. They are softening. The golden hum moves into your pelvis, into your lower back, and up through every single vertebra of your spine. It is like a gentle massage for your nervous system. Every nerve ending is being bathed in this golden light. The hum moves into your shoulders, down your arms, and out through your fingertips. Your body is no longer a solid object. It is a vibrating field of peace. The vibration moves into your neck, your jaw, and finally into the center of your brain. Imagine your brain is a sponge being squeezed of all its gray, heavy thoughts, only clear. Golden light remains. You are returning to your factory settings of joy and calm. In the Taoist and Zen traditions, there is a concept of the uncarved block. This is a piece of wood that has not been shaped into a bowl, a chair, or a statue. Because it has no specific shape, it contains the potential for every shape. It is perfect in its simplicity. We are born as uncarved blocks, but society carves us into workers, citizens, and warriors. We become specific, and in becoming specific, we become limited and brittle. Tonight, as you fall asleep, we are going to uncarve the block. We are going to erase the shapes that the world has forced upon you. You are not a professional. You are not a success or a failure. You are returning to the state of the uncarved block. You are returning to the pure potential of the void. Feel the relief of having no shape. Feel the freedom of having no definition. You are the raw material of the universe, resting in the hands of the Creator. There is nothing you have to be. There is only the vast, silent potential of being. There is another Zen story about a master named Ryakan who lived in a tiny hut at the foot of a mountain. One evening, a thief broke into his hut only to find that Ryakan had no possessions to steal. Ryakan returned and caught him, but instead of being angry, he said to the thief, "You have come a long way to visit me, and you should not return empty-handed. Please, take my clothes as a gift." The bewildered thief took the clothes and ran away into the night. Ryakan sat naked, watching the moon. He sighed and said to himself, "Poor fellow. I wish I could give him this beautiful moon." This is the mind of a person who has released the stress of the day. Ryakan knew that the only things worth having are the things that cannot be stolen: the peace of the night, the beauty of the moon, and the kindness of the heart. Most of the things you are worried about losing are just the external layers of your life. They can be taken, but they can also be replaced. But the moon inside you, your capacity for stillness, that is yours forever. No thief can take it. No stress can crash it. You have the moon in your pocket. What else could you possibly need? We often talk about finding peace as if peace were something hidden in a distant land. But Buddhist wisdom teaches that peace is the ground you are standing on. You don't need to find peace. You need to stop creating noise. The noise is the constant wanting, the constant rejecting, and the constant judging. Imagine you are in a room with a loud, buzzing television. You are trying to find the silence in the room, but you can't hear it because of the TV. You don't need to look for the silence. You just need to turn off the TV. The silence was already there, underneath the noise. It didn't go anywhere. It was just obscured. Tonight, we are turning down the volume of the world. We are clicking the power button on the drama. And what is left? The silence. Listen to the silence in your room. Listen to the silence between your heartbeats. This silence is the peace you have been looking for. It is your natural state. As we reach the climax of this spiritual reset, I want you to feel the great resolution of your day. Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Your day was a story. It had its rising action, its conflicts, and its climaxes. But now, the story is over. The protagonist, which is you, has reached the final chapter. And in this final chapter, there are no more words. There is only a long, slow fade to black. The resolution of every conflict is silence. The resolution of every question is rest. You have reached the ultimate reveal. The reveal that you are safe, you are loved, and you are eternal. The problems that seemed so large this afternoon are now just distant echoes. Disappearing into the vastness of the night, you are standing on the peak of a high mountain, looking down at the clouds. The storm is happening down there, in the valley. But up here, where you are, the air is still and the stars are close enough to touch. This is your true home. This is the resolution you have been waiting for. Now, let the last remnants of your awareness drift like a single leaf on a slow river. The river is moving toward the great ocean of sleep. The banks are far away. The world is a distant memory. There is only the flow. There is only the dark, supportive water. You are becoming the river. You are becoming the night. I invite you now to continue this path of transformation by exploring our other sessions of wisdom and reflection. Let each video be a new step on your journey toward a life of total mindfulness and inner power. The path is open and the light is always burning for you. Close your eyes. Breathe into the heart of the universe. The journey is complete. The rest is yours. Deep calm is your reality. Deep sleep is your reward. Notice how the air feels on your skin as you move further into the silence. It is as if the air itself is a soft blanket, porous and light. Your breath has become so slow, so effortless, that it feels like the room is breathing you. You are part of the architecture of the night. There is no longer a you that is separate from the room or the bed or the darkness. You are dissolving into a vast, peaceful presence. Visualize walking through a high stone wall into a garden filled with night-blooming jasmine and silver leaves. The air is cool and smells of damp earth and ancient trees. There is a small fountain in the center, and the sound of the water is a rhythmic, hypnotic trickle. Walk to the center of the garden and find a hammock. Lie down in it. Feel the gentle sway. In this garden, there is no time. There are no schedules. There are no expectations. This is your true home. You can return here whenever you need to find the silence. This garden is inside you. It is your untouchable sanctuary. Tonight, stay on the platform of the present moment. Watch the trains of thought go by. The worry train, the regret train. Note their color. Note their speed. But do not get on. Eventually, the trains will stop coming. The station will become quiet. The tracks will be empty. And you will be there in the perfect stillness of the night. Think about the controller within you. Even the controller is exhausted. Imagine taking the heavy keys of your life and handing them over to the universe. Say to this power that you are going on break. Trust the world to keep turning without your supervision. Feel the incredible relief of this surrender. You are no longer responsible for the planets. You are no longer responsible for the sun rising. You are just a guest at the feast of existence. You can relax now. The world is in good hands. Use the silent mantra of all is well, even if your life feels like a mess. In this precise microsecond, all is well. You are safe in this bed. You are warm. The atoms of your body are performing their miracles without any effort from you. Zoom into this exact moment. String these moments together like pearls on a thread. Okay. This chain of okayness becomes a ladder that leads you down into the deep waters of sleep. Follow the ladder down deeper. The surface noise is getting quieter. The light is getting softer. The darkness of the night is not a void. It is a medicine. It is a nutritious soup that you are soaking in. Let it wrap around you like a heavy velvet cloak. This cloak is hiding you from the demands of the world. You are invisible now. You are free. Take off the backpack of your day for the last time. Feel the incredible lightness in your back. Look at the stones inside. The heavy stones of regret. The sharp stones of anxiety. Throw the entire backpack into the canyon of the night. Watch it fall. It makes no sound. It is gone. You are so light now that you feel as if you might float. You have nothing to carry. You have nothing to prove. You have nothing to defend. Listen to the sound of the silence. It is a high, shimmering vibration. It is the music of reality. Follow the sound down into the world of dreams. It is the golden thread that will lead you through the night. As you sink deeper, notice the weight of your bones. Your bones are made of the same minerals as the mountains. Let them sink. Let the bed rise up to cradle you. You are being held by the ancient mother. You can let go of the steering wheel. The car will drive itself tonight. You are not the driver. You are the passenger. Enjoy the view of the stars as you drift into the deep, dark, and beautiful unknown. The day is a story that has been told. The book is closed. The ink is dry. You do not need to edit it tonight. Tomorrow is a new book with empty pages. But for now, there are no words. There is only the rhythm of your heart. There is only the flow of your breath. You have arrived at the destination. You are home. You are safe. You are free to sleep. Namaste.